It was a sunny afternoon when I noticed something strange. Packages that I had ordered for my ranch had gone missing. At first, I thought it was a delivery mistake. But then the pattern emerged. Every package arriving at my property seemed to disappear. After reviewing my security footage, the culprit was clear: Karen. There she was, strolling up my driveway, glancing around to make sure no one was watching, and sneaking the parcels into her car. My blood boiled. Karen had stolen from me, violated my property, and crossed yet another line. I called her on it immediately, texting her a polite warning. Karen, stop taking packages from my property. This is theft. Police will be involved if it continues. Her response? Laughter. It's a joke. You're overreacting. By the third incident, I realized subtlety wouldn't work. I needed a plan, one that would ensure she learned a lesson without putting myself or my property at risk. I set up a few changes: hidden cameras in plain sight, motion sensors connected to alerts, and a little legal bait that Karen could not resist. Sure enough, the next morning, she appeared again. I watched from a distance, keeping calm. As she reached for another package, a small alert pinged my phone. She had been caught red-handed. I called the local authorities and provided them with live video feed showing Karen stealing property. She froze when the police arrived. This isn't fair. I'm the HOA president," she stammered, hands in the air. I stepped forward. "That title does not grant you permission to steal from neighbors or trespass. You are under investigation for theft and trespassing." Karen's arrogance quickly crumbled. The officers began documenting the incident. Every theft, every step, every package was recorded. She was cited immediately, and her attempts to manipulate the situation fell flat. The HOA, seeing her repeated criminal behavior, quickly distanced themselves from her. For poetic justice, I didn't stop there. Knowing she had a tendency to overreach physically, I ensured the police and neighbors knew where to keep an eye on her. And to add a little humor to her embarrassment, I arranged for one of her packages to be delivered. But this time it contained a note: "Theft will not be tolerated. Packages are monitored and offenders prosecuted." Karen tripped over herself trying to retrieve the package, eventually falling and spraining her ankle. Neighbors who witnessed it couldn't help but laugh quietly. Karma, it seemed, had a way of delivering lessons directly. In the weeks that followed, Karen's attempts to interfere with my deliveries stopped completely. My property was secure, packages arrived safely, and the neighborhood quietly marveled at how her arrogance had backfired. Her reputation took another blow. She was no longer seen as a powerful HOA figure, but as a petty thief caught repeatedly. I installed a small sign near the driveway: "Private property theft and trespassing are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law." Every time Karen approached, she saw the warning. Every neighbor knew the story. By acting decisively, legally, and calmly, I had turned her theft into a public lesson in humility and consequences. I poured a cup of coffee, watching the sunset over my ranch. Packages were safe, my property secure, and Karen, once again, had learned the hard way that overreach, entitlement, and dishonesty always carry consequences.